This week's session works on building fitness and defensive play to bring the ball down and play out. First, the coach splits the team and sets out to boxes. The team should be divided into red and green or bibs and non-bibs and set up in a 3 versus 3 rondo in each box. The coach feeds a ball into each group and the teams must compete to hold possession, attempting to put together as many passes as possible without losing possession. If the ball goes out of play, the coach should quickly feed another ball in, maintaining the intensity of the play. The coach should try to keep rondos no larger than 3 versus 3 for the warm-up to maximize contact time and player involvement. Additional boxes can be added depending on player numbers if required. The coach should use this time to emphasize movement off the ball and the creation of passing triangles. Equally, the coach should incorporate defensive coaching, ensuring players are pressing and marking effectively and at the right times. The teams should rotate between the boxes to play a different opposition and allow a short break in play to rest. Next, the coach moves on to a fitness-based skill game. To set up, the coach marks a gate where players begin and an end cone for each group. The distance will depend on the age and fitness of your team. First, players conduct a simple relay race to the end cone and must high-five to release the next player in their team. The coach should create additional teams, so there is no more than 3 in a group. This will minimize waiting time. To progress, a ball is introduced and players must run with the ball in their hands and bounce the ball when next to their partner for them to catch and begin their run. The first team to get all 3 players completed the shuttle is the winner. The last progression involves simple 1-2 passing between players. One player moves to the end cone before the drill starts. Players must dribble forward, play a 1 to pass, then dribble back and complete the same before dribbling to the top cone and switching places. For a simple explanation, players should remember they conduct a 1 to pass at either end, then the next shuttle swap with the player. The team to get all players through the shuttles and passing first is declared the winner. Players should be encouraged not to compromise quality for speed, as this will slow them down if they are not passing well. Next, the coach moves play onto a conditioned game, concentrating on the defense. Players should be allowed a short water break before moving on. The coach sets out players into a back 4 and goalkeeper, then plays a high ball to either the goalkeeper or a defender. The player must control the ball quickly with the rest of the players moving quickly into a supporting position. Meanwhile, the red attacking team should apply quick pressure to the ball and attempt to block passing options. The defense must remain composed and attempt to play the ball back out to the coach in the middle. If the red team win the ball, then they should immediately attack the goal, and the green team must quickly recover their defensive shape to stop the goal. The coach should encourage composure on the ball from the green team and maximize use of the goalkeeper as an additional player. The red team work in waves, rotating the 4 attacking players each play, depending on numbers. The attack should consist of 2 wide players and 2 central players. The coach must allow players freedom to play and should introduce coaching points based on weaknesses identified during play. Play continues for a few rounds or until the coach is ready to move the session on. Attacking play should also be considered, where the coach feeds the ball into an attacking player to begin and the defense must step up and thwart the attack, then attempt to play out to the coach. The coach finishes with a short debrief about coaching points before moving play on to a match. This session's match uses a netball twist to encourage players' movement off the ball and composure whilst on the ball. The coach splits the squad into 2 equal teams, with a mixture of attacking and defensive players. Once play begins, the player on the ball is not allowed to move. They must stay still, lift their head, and look for players in a good passing position. The coach encourages players to scan before receiving the ball to speed up passing play and minimize static time for the ball. The player on the ball can be tackled and must shield the ball whilst looking for options. Players off the ball should be continuously moving to support play and provide a passing option to the ball. Movement should include making sure there is not an opposition player between them and the ball, and the coach introduces using changes of pace into spaces to receive the ball. Play continues until a short debrief before the end of the session. Give this session of the week a try with your team and subscribe to the Football Hub for more coaching content.